excited?
I'm beyond excited.
Beyond excited.
Senior Silver Rush, dude.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents around the tree. Christmas Eve.
So Silver Rush is our annual charity drive with Riverton High School, and we pick a charity every year and we just dedicate all of our time, energy, everything just right to that charity, and it goes directly to the people, so it's helping people in our area. And we just plan activities all centered around the charity and the theme that we choose. So this year we chose the All of Osmond Hearing Fund.
The All of Osmond Hearing Fund is a charity that helps children and adults with the gift of hearing, meaning hearing aids, hearing devices, so that they can hear better and be all they can be.
Silver Rush is always pretty exciting and interesting to see what's going to happen, and will the students rally behind it. And every year they do, so it's just an exciting time to watch the school come together.
Well, the opening assembly is probably one of the most important. I mean, the closing assembly is big, but the opening assembly is what gets people sold on wanting to donate to this charity.
Odd Jobs is just what we do. It's pretty much every day after school and on Saturdays. After school it's from 4 to 8, and then on Saturdays it's from 10 to 2. And basically what we do is we just go around the community and we ask if there's a service that we can provide for a donation, or if they just want to donate. And it's a really cool experience because not only do you become unified with the people that you're going with, but you get to be able to spread the word of Silver Rush throughout the community and be able to get community involvement in it as well.
The student involvement is the biggest part of Silver Rush, and I think that's what makes it so successful. Especially this year, we had the Silver Rush CD was something we did last year, and we did it again this year, and it ended up being, I mean, just as successful, if not more. And then just all of the activities that people were willing to support this year, we had a really good turnout for pretty much every event.
Lots of companies have been willing to either make a donation in cash or in kind towards students being able to purchase something. I know Arctic Circle's been great with that, and other similar companies who've been willing to offer us deals, and I think that outreach is awesome.
We had a lot of business nights this year, which was actually a really big thing. We had Noodles and Company actually was willing to donate 100% of the proceeds of that night to the charity, which is actually a really big deal for us, and it helps us out a ton.
There are other nights too, Panda, Chili's, all those kinds of nights, Buffalo Wild Wings, good places, IHOP, that was fun, that was a good night.
So basically the camp out is where we stand on the side of the road right in front of the high school, and we have a bunch of posters, it's honk if you love Silver Rush, and there's actually another one that says don't honk, donate, so kind of contradict each other, but still. And so we just stand there with fire pits, and there's a big stand full of scones and hot chocolate, and they've had in years past pizza, but we didn't have it this year. And basically, a huge portion of the school comes out, and we dance and we hold posters out, and cars will pull up and donate money.
So the multifarious assembly is kind of an all-day assembly. We have the kids report to their class and get a few minutes of instruction, and then when they we have set goals for each period. So it's to raise, so much money for the charity, to bring in donated items for the charity, to bring food in for the charity, and then we always do a service project. So once they've met those requirements and they get out, and there's an assembly going on in the whole school, one room down the tech atrium is nothing but a game room. We play Smash Brothers or whatever. In the auditorium, there's a movie going on. In the gym, there's a variety of things. There's a dunk tank. You could pay to ride a Segway, face painting, henna tattoos. You can make a button. You can do almost anything at the multifarious.
Yeah, closing assembly was crazy.
I wasn't prepared at all for the closing assembly, not at all. I had no idea. I've been involved in other closing assemblies, and the emotion was the thing that caught me off guard.
We were excited for whatever the outcome was. We know we'd changed a bunch of lives, and so going into that assembly, we were just grateful for the opportunity we had. We were tired, but we were excited.
$6,000 is enough to get one person a hearing aid in our area, at least one person, and that's going to change their whole entire world.
It's such an emotional experience to be able to put in everything that you have to something like this. You don't really get chances for 18 days to set aside all that you have in your life and just devote it to serving others.
I knew when that banner dropped, I did not care what the number was going to be because I worked so hard during Silver Rush.
We take the rope and we pull it back, and I remember the crowd was just I was just bawling, and the entire crowd was standing and cheering, and just to be surrounded by that joy was incredible. Just so crazy.
Of course, when the banner dropped, regardless of the total, the emotion was so intense, and you could just cut it with a knife. It was just awesome, and I told you I was just crying. I was a mess.
And then you see 126,000, and then you just fall to the ground, cry a little bit, laugh a lot, dance, hug people you don't know.
It was fun to see everybody react to that number.
I cried, they cried.
And I just was overwhelmed. I just honestly was overwhelmed by how many students got involved and the intensity of what the students did. And so it was something that honestly was I've never seen it. I've never seen it at another school. I've been at a lot of other places and heard of a lot of other schools doing a Sub for Santa type project. Nothing compares anywhere. It's amazing.